You don't need a ball, but you do need a room for this pastime.
Hunter from TV's Gladiators has been involved in this pastime.
You need to be light on your feet.
This pastime is also a favourite with TV presenter Rosemary Ford.
And of course, it takes two to tango.
And ex-newsreader Angela Rippon is famous for it.
Hello, I'm Philip.
Hello, I'm Emma.
And our postmodern pastime is
Ballroom dancing. Me and Philip met about 9 years ago when we were both in juniors. I were about 14, Philip were about 15. We hit it off instantly. I was really good friends with his sister. I used to talk to Angela quite a lot. And then Philip turned up with his bouffant hairstyle and I just had to take the mickey out of him. It was so funny.
Over a period of a couple of years, we both had our own dance partners and we still seeing each other on the circuit and getting more and more in touch.
And then about 2 years ago, we decided to dance together. Philip was looking for a partner at the time, and I was, so we decided to give it a go. Being such good friends anyway, we thought it would work out really well.
We had a few hard lessons and it's started to go well, so we decided to put it onto the circuit. And about 6 months into our dancing relationship, we've been spending that much time together and something seemed to click and we decided to make it a full-time relationship, not just a dance one.
And then last year we got engaged and now we're saving up to get married.
The world's first ballroom dancing championships were held in Paris in 1909.
We've just danced at the British Championships at the Winter Gardens in Blackpool and we came second in the Classical Sequence Championship and the Modern Sequence. We did really well. This is the best we've done at Blackpool. We've danced there for the last 3 years. First of all we came fourth, then third, and now second, so we'll have to see how we go on next year now. Our ambitions at the moment are obviously to win the British Championship next year and to have our own successful dance school.
In the United Kingdom, ballroom dancing became popular during the 1930s and 40s.
24 years of age and I live on the outskirts of Birmingham in a place called Hensford. I'm a corporate account manager for a telecommunications company based in the centre of Birmingham.
Hello, Phil Painting.
80% of my time is spent on the road dealing with existing clients or presenting new solutions. I've been there just over 6 months. It's a very competitive environment, but sometimes you can come out good on top.
Bye.
Ballroom dancers range from the age of 3 to 83 and over.
I'm 22, I live in Queensbury, which is near Bradford, and I'm a nursery nurse. I started nursery nursing about 5 years ago. I went to college for about 2.5 years. I've only been at this nursery for about 6 months. It's really good, the children are lovely, they're a lovely age and it's really good fun working with them. I started ballroom dancing when I was about 6. My mum used to do it before I did and then she had to give up. So really I think she just wanted me to follow on from where she finished. And eventually I ended up having private dance lessons which I had by myself until my dancing teachers found me a partner and then went in for our first competition when I was 7.
It's just great. And I hope I never have to stop. I hope I'm dancing when I'm 100.
I got into ballroom dancing at quite a late age for ballroom dancers. I got in at the age of 14. It's been a family thing, my parents did it. I went along to see my sister compete in the British Championships and The one thing that attracted me was that there was a lot of girls seemed to be stripping off on the stairs, and I thought I'd like a little bit of this, and went to see Angela's dance teacher and said, can you teach me how to dance?
I've been dancing 7 years. I came into it rather late in life, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it, going to make up for it and keep going out there till I'm 90.
When people look at me and I say I'm a ballroom dancer, they laugh, think, no, do you play rugby or football? And people look at you and they're probably in a different light, and you get ribbed at work quite a bit, like twinkle toes, and they run up and down the office doing the old ballroom movement, and it doesn't bother me. Where when I was at school, I kept it very close to my chest, and it was very, if they find out, crikey, I'm going to be ribbed. And they found out, and I was ribbed a little bit, but I got my own back on the pitch.
We met doing this dancing about 50 years ago, and we've never stopped going since.
Recent figures show that approximately 500,000 people enjoy ballroom dancing each week.
We have ballroom dancing lessons every weekend, virtually on a Saturday and a Friday, where I'm up to them as 1 week up in Halifax, and then the other week I'm down in Wolverhampton and Coventry. And virtually every Sunday we actually compete, whether that be locally in the Birmingham area, or it can be anywhere up to Sheffield, Cumbria, Wales, down south London, Slough. We get around quite a bit, so most weekends are taken up doing some form of ballroom dancing.
It's really a nice night out and very romantic.
I enjoy dancing, I get a lot out of it. It's an achievement at the end of the day. If I know I've danced my best, I get a good result. And it's nice to know that we've beaten people really in dancing, and they were successful at it. But also it's good fitness. We keep really fit by doing it, and it's a good social life. We have a lot of fun, and we've got a lot of friends through doing it.
Somewhere in the UK now, a social dancing event is being held.
If anybody wants to start ballroom dancing, just look up in the phone book. There's hundreds of dance schools all over the country. You can give them a ring and go along to classes. It won't cost a lot of money, and you don't have to have special outfits. You can just wear anything you like. It is really good fun, and you'll enjoy it if you like dancing.
If you really want to get out and dance, just do it, because I did, and I wasn't expecting anything other than to learn how to dance, and I ended up married, and he's a lovely husband. I would recommend it.
In about half an hour we're on our way down to the Mercia Championships in Hansford, just on the outskirts of Birmingham. We're competing in 2 events, the classical sequence section and also the modern sequence section, with about 4 dances in each one. Should be quite competitive, and we're hoping for a good turnout. We'll soon find out. Kick-off today is about 5 o'clock, but we'd like to get there an hour before to do plenty of warm-ups.
I'm really looking forward to it today. We haven't seen anybody yet since Blackpool, which were the British Championships. We're nice to get together and have a good laugh with all our friends again.
But the minute we walk on that floor, we're enemies. Everybody hates everybody else, and we're out there to do the best we can.
I think ballroom dancing and old-time dancing should be introduced into schools, and that way the younger people would have a taste of it at a younger age and get involved. It's much nicer to dance with your partner than throw your head around and jog around the floor.
Ballroom dancing can be divided into 2 categories, standard and Latin American. Standard dances include the waltz, quick-step, foxtrot and tango, while the Latin American dances cover the rumba, samba, paso doble and chacha.
This is the only exercise I really do, and also it keeps me out of the pub.
Every weekend you never know who's going to turn up. We roughly know what to expect, but there's always that uncertainty, not knowing of, are you going to perform well, are you going to collapse on the floor, are you going to pull a muscle, which is very easily done. In the change rooms, that's when we start to get a bit more relaxed, a bit more of a laugh, and get into the competitive mode.
I used to do this 30 years ago in Central America with the British soldiers.
And now we have 3 couples in the amateur ballroom sequence competition. Final numbers 96, 100 and 200. And would you now welcome Philip Painting and Emma Hanson from Hansford.
When we're going onto the dance floor, I get a little bit nervous.
Leave the floor, I'd like you to join me in thanking them for being such wonderful ambassadors of our sequence dancing. The quality of their work is absolutely superb.
Ballroom dancing is a great hobby for couples. It's fun, inexpensive, and has plenty of body contact.
Well, we've just finished our last final. That's the best we've danced all night. I feel quite confident about that one. I think we'll do quite well in that, I hope. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I was pleased with that. It was a lot better. It seems to get better as we go on. The more we dance, the more it seems to happen. So that was.
I enjoyed that time.
Yeah,
really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
My husband and I are British senior champions in modern sequence and old time dancing. And I think it's a wonderful hobby for young people.
It's a nerve-wracking bit now. The colours names out.
Yeah. So.
Hopefully second.
Yeah. Would like first, but I think it's going to be a second place.
Now comes the results of the 1999 championship. Winning couple number 100. Into second place, number 200. And third, number 96.
And we've
all
won.
That dancing.
That's because it's chilly at night. Yeah. Designer.
Fifth, number 84.
Two pair of designer Goodwear Versace socks. And a Millennium clock.
And sixth, number 85.
So yeah, so not bad. It's that's it, all done.
Yeah, I like getting stuff like that though. I do. More than a trophy. Yeah.
More than a trophy, yeah. You can just melt the trophies down.
Like in trash trays.
Like in trash trays.
I think it's very sociable. I enjoy the music. And I think it's very entertaining. It takes us out. Gives us somewhere to go.
See you later. Bye, Tara.
Ballroom dancing is a very, very big part of my life. It's in your face all the time and you can never get away from it. And okay, you do miss out a little bit and people say, oh, I'm going down the pub or I'm going out clubbing or I'm doing this or I'm doing that. And sometimes you feel, yeah, I wish we had the opportunity to do that instead of dancing all the time. But it's just a different world. I'm glad I'm part of it.
And I think I'll always be dancing. I don't think I'll ever give up, even though I've wanted to give up in the past. I don't think I ever will do. It's in my blood.